Homework problems. I know I'm off screen. Homework problems. Exercise 10.6. Question what? 9. Miss. Exercise 10.6. Question 9D. What's the question? Solve.
For 0.
Yep. Through to 360. Or is it x or theta?
X.
Yep. And it's
8 sine x to the power 4 minus 10 sine x to the power 2 plus 3 equals 0.
okay, girls. So exercise 10.6, question 9D. Homework problem.
I'm just watching it.
Oh, okay.
It's a gadget.
All right. So we've got 8. Girls, what sort of equation is this? Apart from cool. What is it? A quadratic. What are you going to do with the... So we're going to let y equals sine squared x. So we've got 8 y squared minus 10y plus 3 is 0. Were we able to factorise or not?
Yes.
They like it.
You like it? Yeah, they do. Girls, it's 4y and 2y and 3 and 1?
Negative 3, negative 1.
I think we'll put the 3 here because then we get 12 and minus 2. Minus 12 plus, that's it.
Minus minus.
Oh, it is. So that's not going to work, is it?
Minus 3, yeah, that would do.
That one.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that works. Okay, so we've got, sorry about this, girls, 4y minus 3 is 0, 2y minus 1 is 0, y is,
3 or 4.
and y is, good, replacing y with,
Sine squared.
look at the question, it doesn't say solve for y. Sine squared x is 3/4, sine squared x is 1/2. Girls, you can't solve, you know when we do those 3 steps, acute angle, quadrants, and answer? It's not with sine squared x, it has to be sine x. So you need to make it just a normal sine x. No, you need to, sine x is what? Plus or minus square root, we need to get rid of the squared. Sine x is plus or minus square root of that. So sine x plus or minus square root of what? Root 3 on 2. Sine x is plus or minus 1 on root 2. Yep. No, you don't write plus or minus 60. You just pretend the signs aren't there. The signs tell you the quadrants. The root 3 on 2 tells you, is going to help you work out the angle. Sine of what is root 3 on 2? Sine of 60. The acute angle there is 60, and the acute angle here is sine of what? So that's plus or minus, okay? 45. Then you draw. Oh no, then you say the plus or minus tells me all 4 quadrants. Again, quadrants 1 through to 4. So then, see the plus or minus, sine of x is positive root 3 on 2, sine of x is negative root 3 on 2. You pretend the sign's not there to work out the acute angle, but the signs tell you, see sine x is positive in quadrants 1 and 2 and it's negative in quadrants 3 and 4. So it's all 4 quadrants. You draw in your little 60s and then you do up, and here your acute angle's 45. You draw them in and then we can do our answers. So what are our answers? So x is 60, 120.
243.
And then the other one?
45, 135, 225, 315.
Do you understand you can only solve something in this format? Sine x is, sorry, this one. Sine x is not sine squared x. That doesn't work.
Does that mean those are our answers?
These, you've got 8 answers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's the final.
So your answers will be, you can put them in order then. 45, 60, 120, 135, 225, 240, 300, and 315. You can put them all in order when you're done. But, you know, you can just go like that too. You can just, like, box them up. We okay? Please, girls, make sure you're not solving it unless it's sine x equals this, or cos x equals that, or tan x equals that. Don't want to see sine squared x. Get rid of the squared. Opposite of squared is square rooting. Make sure plus or minus. Problem exercise 10.6, question 9b. Solve from x lying between 0 and 360 the following equation. Cos squared x minus 1 equals 0. You've got to recognise this as a difference of two squares, that it's cos squared x minus 1 squared equals 0. So it's of the format a squared minus b squared, which happens to be, no, what's a squared minus b squared? Factorise. A plus b, a minus b. So this becomes cos x plus 1 bracket cos x minus 1 bracket equals 0. So therefore we're solving cos x plus 1 equals 0, or cos x minus 1 is 0. In other words, cos x is minus 1. Cos x is, well, I don't know why you,
took 2 steps and it was done. Yeah, that was me. But I just
what did you do? 1 minus sine squared x?
and then minus 1.
Actually, yes. All right, we can do that. We'll do that in a sec. So here, if you're solving anything of cos x equals 1, negative 1 or 0, you just draw it. There's the cos curve, 360, 180. And what do you get? If cos x is negative 1, here's negative 1 down here, it's 180. And if cos x is 1, it's, you get 0 and 360 for cos x is 1. So your answers are 0, 180, 360. Now, another way that this was done was as follows. Cos squared x minus 1 equals 0. A few people changed the, because sine squared x plus cos squared x equals 1, they replaced cos squared x with 1 minus sine squared x. Is that true? So you wrote 1 minus sine squared x minus 1 equals 0. Be careful. You're left with minus sine squared x is 0. Swapping sides, you just get sine squared x is 0. In other words, sine x is also 0. Because if you do square root, so sine x is plus or minus the square root of 0, which is just, there's no negative or positive 0, it's just 0. Just draw the sine curve. Yep, you just draw the sine curve. You draw the sine curve and you get x is 0, 180, 360. Many ways to skin a cat. Not that you do it. It's a saying. It's all right, yeah. I think Ducky's eyes popped out of her head. It's a saying.